get distracted by the Arnold Classic. So Brandao, I think, could wind up being a favorite in that lineup based on this Olympia placing. Rafael Brandao with a very impressive top 10 placing at this year's Mr. Olympia representing Brazil. He came in, he did damage, and now he's announcing that he's 10 weeks out from the Arnold Classic. So he will be, as far as I know, the first bodybuilder to publicly say that they're prepping for the Arnold that also had just competed in the Olympia. Now, I was very impressed by how Brandao looked. I was very impressed by how Brandao placed. He placed ahead of Ian Valliere, Michael Krizo, Charles Griffin, Blessing Awodabu. Making top 10 in this year's Olympia was no small accomplishment. This was one of the most competitive Olympia lineups we've seen in a very long time, and those top 10 spots are very coveted this year, with as many competitors as there were. I believe, by the way, that the official scorecards reflect that 30 competitors actually showed up from the 34, 35 that were qualified, so that means there were 20 guys that placed outside of the top 10. So to place top 10, you had to beat 20 other bodybuilders. But I really think that Brandao competing at the Arnold is a good move. I think he can do some serious damage there. And I think the last time he competed was 2019, where he took 7th, and obviously he has improved dramatically since 2019. And you got to think about the fact that how many other guys from that top 10 do we usually see at the Arnold Classic do you think will actually compete at the Arnold? Well, I would bet we'd see Brandon there. But from this year's top 10 at the Olympia, I think a lot of those guys are going to shut it down and focus on next year's Olympia and trying to improve their placing at the O and maybe not let themselves get distracted by the Arnold Classic. So Brandao, I think, could wind up being a favorite in that lineup based on this Olympia placing and just based on the probability that some of these guys from the Olympia in that top 10 are just not going to do the Arnold.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost.